I've started the recording. So would someone like to give the recap?
Oh, I would.
uh, pull up Susie's character sheet. Okay. It's loading, we're loading. Okay. Um, Session starts off. We have just like fleed from Coal Banks post blowing it up, and we're camping out in one of the fields a little ways away. And that night, Xerxes like reviews the Silver Spine documents, takes notes. It's all rich people bullshit, nothing that interesting. We have a campfire roleplay without a campfire and hatch our plan to go to Meriden and get the Anamora to whisk us away. It's like in the morning, and we waste no time and start traveling quickly. It's very boring, just a lot of hills, no forest. The first night we camp, Xerxes goes to the No Boys Allowed tent to have girl time, during which she discovers the crack in her mirror and uses her fancy new glasses to locate the perpetrator, who we already know to be Seal. And then she asks Ursa to write down for her what he saw happen. She then uses the mirror on Aethir and gets terrible visions in which Aethir speaks to her and warns her not to bring West along and that the apocalypse is coming. And she doesn't tell anyone about any of that and instead goes to sleep. Seal wakes up the next morning and the new ring he found is being quite evil. His veins are green and it hurts really bad whenever he tries to take it off. Just certainly nothing to worry about. He hides it with like his arm warmer things. Kinsey, with West's help, uses the rolling hills to try and teach Dr. Flex to fly. He has some trouble at first, but manages to glide for a bit. While this is happening, Xerxes interrogates Steele about looking through her things and accuses him of reading her books and using the mirror on her behalf of the Weaver. Using the mirror on her, on behalf of the Weaver. Of course, Seal can't tell the truth because of the pact he made, so he lies before eventually leaving the conversation, and Xerxes doesn't really follow him. We travel again, and West gets a sending message from Enwi, who's on her way to Meriden as well for a meeting. She tells us there's likely a traitor in the Green Hand, and that Baxter was spotted heading to Milite the previous night. And we tell her that the Venom Vendetta are going to ambush us, and that puts a whole pause on her meeting thing, and she gives Zarhum a phone call telling him that she will be walking into an ambush with us, and he is not happy about it. Enwy tries to scry on Valen for Kinsey, but it doesn't work. She has a lovely conversation with him about how fucked up Kinsey's situation is. She apologizes for killing our horses. She has like a new tattoo that does stuff, and we have no idea what. We never got a chance to see that, but it's fine. Kinsey gives her a Warrior Cats into the Wild to read because she can't sleep. And later on, also gives her a different book. I don't remember the name, but it was one of his weird romance novels, and she doesn't like that one as much. Sorry, Kinsey. That night, Seal taps on the ring and talks to the Weaver about the new scary ring he has, and the Weaver insists that it's nothing to worry about and that the green is unfortunately probably going to stay. That they should probably figure out something to do to hide that, and we set off to travel again, and we send Zarhum another message, and he's still quite mad. This leads to a conversation in which Enemy reveals to the rest of the party that Xerxes earned 6,000 gold for making Zarhum's arm gauntlet thing. Kinsey and Xerxes have a silly back and forth about it because Xerxes can't resist escalating an argument with a 14-year-old. Later, Xerxes uses the mirror to try and contact Aethir again, but it doesn't work. She also tries to use it on Baxter and talks to the Weaver instead, and is quite bitter about it. Next day, we approach Meriden, and Kinsey calls Droma with good news and bad news. The good news, he's coming home. Bad news, he's entering an ambush. And Droma announces very dramatically that Kinsey is coming home and also that he is being killed. It was said at the time to be Ravnos, but I believe this was retconned to be Shrosk instead because Ravnos wouldn't have been there? Question mark. I don't know if that's still true.
That is true.
Is unconcerned and tells Aphira to go pick up their baby boy. And Ephira is also not that concerned about it, quite relaxed, very leisurely about the whole Kinsey being killed thing. We sprint into Meriden and speed run getting ambushed. We hear a really fake cry for help and rush to it immediately. And there we see an excitable water genasi and a very agitated tiefling. And it's at this point that the battle begins. Get a bunch of Displacer Venom Vendetta guys showing up with Unaluni. We have a fun tumble with each other. It's great. Our water genasi and tiefling friends are a barbarian and rogue, I believe, respectively. And we's chilling on the rooftop, taking shots with her crossbow. Unali is nat 20ing on her first attacks. It's very scary. Then Penumbra shows up, and he's an apprentice, and he shoots shadowy balls of fire at stuff with dual rapiers, and tells us that Ephira will be there soon. Fight's going pretty good without Ephira, and then Unali throws a rock that says glory on it, and it explodes into a rift that summons a shadow dragon. And at this point, we're doing quite bad. West is down, Delumi is down, but brought back up by Kaiser's healing potion. Ephira shows up at this point and casts a 9th level spell that causes a bunch of stars to come down and kill the dragon. And we dip. Unali escapes. We tend to everybody's wounds and whatnot. We talk to Kaiser and Lumi, and Kaiser tells us about the glory of Winged Despair and how Aether was a part of it. They wanted him for something to do with his eye, apparently. And Kaiser seems to be really wary around West the whole time, even like before this conversation, and doesn't really like want to be involved with him. They refuse the invitation from Ephira to Akil and tells us that we can send Kaiser a sending message if we need to. Speaking of messages, Kinsey walks off to send a message to somebody, not sure who. He seems very stressed out and upset afterwards. Xerxes also sends a message to Baxter after a few days of mutual silence, and he says that whatever problem is going on is bigger and worse than just Gray, and that he'll tell her more about it soon. Everyone rejoins the group, and Ephira asks us if we've teleported before, telling us that it's quite uncomfortable before whisking us off to Ekil without a chance for another word, and it's Ekil time.
Woo! Okay. Hey guys. Yeah. So, you do all watch as these, oh my god, math. These 6 stars pour down from the sky, kind of all-consuming, uh, as they begin to circle around you, and with this flash of white, you all find yourself standing within a massive room. To each of you, teleporting is still uncomfortable. It's not something you can very easily, get used to. Xerxes, especially, your body feels terrible. This all surrounding cold that you try to shake off. But each of you, you open your eyes and begin looking around at the surrounding area. And I guess while I describe it, I'll put you guys on the map because we got a lot going on. You guys are at the bottom of a very large, tall room, separate staircases heading up to each side of the walls. And on each individual level of this 3-leveled building are 12 desks. Each sort of decorated, but fairly bland, as if to, try not to have them be claimed. One, though, you see in the back right corner is covered in jewelry and shiny little, just shiny little trinkets. Kinsey, you would know this to be Sky's. But you guys look around a bit further. Directly to the right side, the eastern wall, you see no wall at all. Though I've outlined it with blue, it is an open expanse, just an open window facing out towards the city that you can't really look out of right now to see the city itself at the moment, but just an open space. Very clear that the winged fellows or the other flying people don't want to use the stairs. But continuing looking around, you see at the specific level that you're on a map to your side with a wall with a bunch of scrolls laid into this massive shelf. for whatever reason, and below your feet a huge teleportation circle, decorated with other sigils all around it for whatever reason. Each of you unsure of completely what it does. But as you're looking around and you look out the window and you're just like, oh, that's cool. Then you look to your west, your left. You see four figures. Uh, standing at mediocre stature. For both of them, you see both your wonderful friend Droma. Same messy brown hair, almost still intentionally messy. He looks very, very tired, very sleepy. Like he hasn't gotten a lot of rest in a long time. Uh, Decorated in his black and purple robes, and then directly to the side of him, a lizard folk. Uh, Green skin, these very bright, shining yellow eyes that scale down immediately to you all. This very long brown fur coat, heavy on his skin. A little funny for the middle of June, well, the early of June, but yeah, he likes to keep warm. He has a very inquisitive look on his face, very easy to pick up. Like he's really doesn't care about hiding his facial features. And slowly that inquisitive look grows into a kind of a smile. To the south side, you see a younger girl, around like 14, 15, with black hair, very bright red eyes, similar glow to how Droma's glow, in fact, with this red, almost leather jacket with just a black t-shirt under. Uh, she seems to immediately, as like this loud, bright light appears, she looks over, and Kinsey, you catch the fucking meanest scowl you've ever seen. Uh, and then above all of them, you see a woman standing at like very small stature, small height, about 5'4", 5'3", with it kind of an awkward but trying to like stay professional stance. She has this like greenish tealish hair with strange like yellow streakings and points all across it, like highlighting and fading in. uh Wearing very basic white and blue robes that she kind of like holds close to herself. And as she like looks over and she tilts her head over, you guys see these moving. Her eyes are purple, but it's hard to tell what's happening. It's like there's like moving pieces inside of them. Uh, and with this bright light, you hear like the mumblings of between Droma and Shrosk as Shrosk goes, "Oh, good to see you, Apprentice Hazelvale. And then Effia, Penumbra, and well, let's talk to you all in person." As they begin to walk down the stairs.
Kinsey's head is in his hands. He's still sitting on the floor. He hasn't like stood up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
Well,
Can I go sit next to Kinsey?
yeah.
Wes is also sitting on the ground.
Well, it is a pleasure to see you all. Yes, Mr. Hazelvale. I hope you know that you've caused us quite a bit of trouble over the past few months, but it is wonderful to see you. I guess apprentice isn't a good word anymore, yes?
God. Kinsey just looks up at him.
Yes. All right. You watch him look over towards Ephira, who shrugs. They were in an ambush. Looks down at Kinsey. Believably, the Venom Vendetta. Unali was there. I see. Well, we'll keep that away from Miss Hazelvale and a wonderful wife.
Miss Hazelvale and Miss Hazel.
You see like Droma sitting behind Tross, like really awkwardly just standing there.
Kinsey looks at him.
He like shakes his head. Yeah, well, we should probably get them out of here, right? You know, you got to get Kinsey home before and Trust like looks over and squints his eyes. Well, no, I don't think that's fair. I think the other apprentices deserve to see their friend again. Yes, Kinsey?
Can I not talk to them like tomorrow?
Well, there's a bit more to all this as well. You see, you've been gone for a while. We kind of have to sort some things out. I guess we could do that tomorrow, but... and he starts to, like, pace back and forth as Droma walks to all of each of you here, just in front of you guys. You watch Ephira and Penumbra immediately start walking away. They're out. You know, I really thought you'd like to see your friend. I believe Sky said his name was Salzir. Yes?
Kinsey's head snaps.
Oh.
Is he here?
Of course he is. He's. You must have heard the
He's
news.
walking towards Stross.
Of course you've heard the news that Sky has taken on his first apprentice.
I haven't had any news. I haven't really. I've kind of been in the woods.
That would be a problem, yes. Well, we'll call Sky in. Well, I believe they're coming anyway. So I guess you'll see Sky soon. And Salzir, the tiefling boy. Sort yourselves out. You all look a bit of a mess. It's not really my business, but, you know, it's good to stay professional.
You look like shit, by the way.
You look like shit, by the way. Kinsey has been shot twice.
Xerxes is like visibly dizzy.
Sorry you look like that.
She is out of this conversation. She's not taking any of it in.
Yeah, Wes is just kind of observing. He does not know what to say at all.
Kinsey is trying to fix his outfit. Very avidly. He's like asking Seal if he looks okay.
He was so uncomfortable.
My hat all right? Is it like does it look better this way?
You look fine.
Wes gets up and straightens Kinsey's hat for him.
We're like covered in blood.
Ephira
Yeah.
prestidigitated
Ephira
the
took care of
blood
that.
off of us at the end
Oh,
of
right,
the
right.
session.
Oh! So true.
And then Xerxes had
We
to
probably
bandage
looked
Kinsey
pretty
because he
haggard.
was still bleeding.
Yeah. But it's okay. Ephira leaves completely. I'll delete their tokens. And as you guys are like trying to like reset yourselves, and Droma gives you a nod, Kinsey, before floating up next to Chiara. Kind of starting to talk as you see Chiara's scowl has gotten meaner. Like you feel like eyes on the side of your head.
Kinsey waves over here. Hi.
Yeah, Neon Sign will give a little like look up a bit and give a little wave. Just awkwardly try not to like drag too much attention towards her, especially not from Strask. Is there anything you guys would like to do while you're waiting for whoever to walk through that door? Walk through.
No.
All right.
I think,
Well, if someone, oh yeah, you go.
I think Xerxes was like kind of leaning on West a bit, and then he moved over to like fix Kinsey's hat, and she almost fell over.
No.
Can we pause for 5 seconds? I need to get my cat out of my room.
Yeah.
Get him out of here. Gonna cause hell. Love distant Salem so much. I think if Wes knew that Xerxes was leaning on him, he would like hold on to her. She's coming with.
Can oh
Okay.
oh actually, can someone roll me a d6?
Can I roll a d6?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Got an
Wait, should I
8 on the
roll it
d6.
wait, I'm gonna roll it with my physical
Get a 4
dice.
on the d6.
5.
All right.
Oh
Uh,
no.
The doors open up. 1 second.
Oh boy.
Let's.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
There's some people that could walk through this door. I wonder who it's gonna be.
Uh-huh.
I don't have
Kelder.
I don't know who's
Kelder.
You
Wait,
don't have
no,
the map open?
anybody else is not going to be as fun.
I have the map open. I don't have it fully zoomed out, and I don't know what,
Oh, it's okay.
what
Yeah,
part
which
they're
side
popping
is
out
it?
of.
Yeah, okay, there. That's what I
All
thought.
gonna be on the left side. As
No,
you
right-
guys,
Oh.
as you guys see walking forward, 4 people. Specifically, you see, as most of you would recognize, both by face and name, Fiorella. Just this very nice elven woman, very kind smile as she walks in, ginger hair, these like very deep blue eyes, very very like gorgeous like blue robes, very abjuration esque, all tied together by little silver clippings, and she walks in, uh, looks towards her 3 wonderful apprentices, specifically. Directly to her side, you see almost like by her side for a reason, a blue tiefling, uh, white hair, very very messy, but in like a really cool way, like messy, but it works. With these little white, almost like goat-like horns, poking up through the top of their head. They have a very bright smile on their face. They have a lot of like makeup over like blush and very nice eyeshadow and eyeliner, with a little black heart written on their side, like on the side of their cheek. You see also these like very bright yellow, almost like shining golden eyes, which is resembled a lot through the rest of the outfit as well. With lots of different golds and then reds with this like very very heavy red fur jacket, very kind of plain white t-shirt, but all like clicking together, like you don't want too much. You also see kind of their big kind of their big feature, these butterfly wings that pour off of their back, blue with little sparkles that just like flow through them. They're kind of transparent, but you can still like anything. It's like looking through like blue lenses. But they immediately walk in. They have kind of a swagger to them as they walk in, look directly at Kinsey. You also see behind him being a elven woman, probably in her mid-20s, blonde hair, blue eyes, these little glasses placed over her face. She also is trying to like hold like the same like kind, pleasant expression that Fiorella is holding. She's like almost like kind of like copying like her movements in the way that Fiorella's walking. You can see like her eyes like trailing back and forth to try to like get everything perfect as she walks forward. And then directly to her left, you see someone that you can't really recognize like a true race for. They're mostly humanoid. They're mostly human. But they have this big bushy squirrel tail that pours out of their backside, with these little curved ears on the top of their head. They have this big smile, kind of bucked teeth. They're wearing a black jacket, this like black sweatshirt, and very elaborate, fun boots as they walk in. Bit of energy to their step, and immediately, oh my god, is that Kinsey? And you see, kind of grabbing the blue tiefling's hand, moving forward. Kinsey, obviously you recognize this as Rhythma, Annalise, and Squirrel, who immediately run forward, kind of pushing. You watch Squirrel push Rosk out of the way. But he doesn't. He like hardly notice. He's like off in his own world right now. And Annalise
Hi.
just sticks forward to say, you have black hair.
Oh, yep.
Rhythmic kind of like face pops a little. I mean, obviously, that's like the most. Very nice to see you again, Kinsey. We met your father.
It's
Mhm. He
interesting
was,
man, isn't he?
yeah, very nice, very kind. Very glad I got to meet him. Very telling, in a good way. So, and you see like Squirrel like punch him in the side.
He's like tilting his head.
Well, good to meet you. Why are we? They look back at like Fiorella, and Fiorella kind of shrugs a little as they like Squirrel gives a nod. I guess we shouldn't like overrun you because I guess like then other people are gonna come in a second, and then also like like the uh uh very nice to see you again. See you around some more, right? Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And the Scroll pulling Rhythm back away, almost like Rhythm was about to say something but didn't get the chance. Is there?
Kinsey waves at Annalise as well.
Yeah, Annalise will give you a little wave. Trying to seem very sophisticated and professional.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. We'll step away. As can someone roll me a D4?
I would love to.
No, not the D4. Oh, thank God.
If I roll 2 4s, there's a rift open.
All right. Okay, 1 second.
Oh boy.
Let me pull up the art of this one because I need this get this one perfect. Okay.
Are you able to display the tokens large on the Roll20
yeah,
as
for
well
sure.
as you introduce people?
I can do that. Do you want me to make the ones big that we've already done? Or do you...
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called, but that thing where like the text box appears on screen with like the name and the token just for the
Yeah.
stream.
Give me 1 second. I'll do that one. I'm trying to find this. Everybody can see old Squirrel. Does that work? Awesome. Everybody will be able to see Rhythma in a second. Not yet. It's such a slow process. That's okay. Awesome. And then Annalise. Alright. And then I'll do Neon Sign. Oh, it's Squirrel. Oh, they're my favorite person.
You are so muffled.
Am I?
There you are.
Oh, sorry. Ooh. Let me just pull this up.
What a clever name, by the way.
Which one?
Neon sign.
I think I
I can
told this
look
story.
past Squirrel. Neon sign though.
I think I've told
I
this
like
story.
it.
That was like totally by accident. Because I got the name Neon. And I was like, that's so good. That's such a good name. And then I was like looking like through names. I was looking through names and I was like, sign. I said it out loud. I was like, Neon sign. That sounds so cool. That's such a good name. And then I was like typing it onto the doc. I was like, Oh fuck.
No, I like it.
it's
Yeah.
So, next up, walking through the door. I should open this up before I say
I'm
this.
gritting my teeth so hard right
Uh, Kinsey, the first person that walks through the door is someone that you don't recognize. Pull them forward, and I'll show them.
Oh.
As you see,
You.
walking through the doors is a younger woman, probably 18, 19 years old, with this like blue hair fading into a like separate colors. Her outfit's very, very vanilla, very like this nice like little sweater vest with a green tie. It seems like her whole aesthetic is this very like blue to green just vibe. With of course like the pinkish highlights in her hair. But she walks in kind of with a bit of a skip to her step. And you see on her back is this like kind of staff like piece of equipment. It's kind of hard to really interpret what it is. But as she walks in, she looks behind her and you see another familiar face. That of Poseidonia. The watery self that is her, wrapped up in her similar robes, the purple with little like white cloud-like designs on top, into the ocean, all done in this like white elaborate, just mixing of colors throughout the robe. This like black, brownish corset, I mean, going around her waist. As she walks in stone-faced, you all see on her body these silver shackles connecting into a necklace by chains. As she looks forward, her hair moving like the ocean itself as she stares down towards everyone. Gives you a look, Kinsey. Can't really distinguish what it means or what it says, but she looks at you and then walks to the side. And you watch the girl with her walk with her. All right. Unless anyone has anything else they'd like to do, would
She's just
someone?
standing really still.
Her gaze is like almost like entirely on you, and then like gazing towards the rest of your group. You see the I'll say her name, Avelu, just like looking up at Poseidonia, trying to like say something, but you watch her lift a hand, and Avelu like kind of goes quiet and stands still.
I was muted, but I said West has his hand on Kinsey's shoulder.
Would someone else like to roll me a d4?
Seraph, do you want to, or should I?
I can roll a d4.
All
Okay,
right.
don't roll a 4.
No, but if Sarah rolls it, then it's fine.
Well, you're in luck.
Oh.
Wow. Your number.
No way.
Xerxes, who do you want to come through that door right now?
Baxter!
The new 13th Enamora member.
He was always the 13th Enamora member. Ooh.
It's tough because you don't know anybody. You don't know any of the apprentices. Out of remaining Enamora members, who would you rather walk through that door right now?
I don't know, Vinaj. Give me the artificer, baby. But
The
not
door
in the,
opens.
is in the Feywild still, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
Make it long and like whatever.
Huh?
Okay.
No,
I'm gonna give you options. You can either do Sky, Radia, or a mystery third option you've never met.
You can't. We can't see Celsius yet. You have to. We have to. Kinsey has to sit through everybody first.
It'd be so fun to see Sky.
I was gonna
right?
say I want to see Sky. It
would
would be funny
Yeah.
for it to be Sky because that's the one Xerxes has the most connection to.
All right. Well, with Sky, as first of all, let me pull these guys through. Let me pull up the character sheets too, so I can show them off. Hold. Oh. Okay. As you guys see walking through the door, Kinsey, two familiar faces. And to the rest of you, you all recognize Sky. The same, very well done black hair, these glowing red scarlet eyes, this massive smile that crosses his face. Always in his red suit, these black wings pouring out from behind. As he does this, he kind of pulls himself together and looks to his side, and you see, making their way forward, a tiefling, a red tiefling. You see they have this like purplish hair that ties into a little ponytail. To actually, let me pull up a better description done by a wonderful friend of mine.
I wonder if I wrote that for you.
And an enemy of mine.
You see a lanky teenage tiefling standing just barely under 6 foot, not including his horns, which are actually relatively small and curl back over his head. His skin is of a deep red, contrasting with the bright colors of his eyes, this deep purplish blue, with a bright pink sort of light glowing off of them and shifting the color slightly. His pupils, cat-like, actually. His facial features are sharp and accented by makeup, particularly purple eyeshadow and gold under eyeliner. He wears purple lip gloss, and a light smile would immediately reveal fangs, as which you do see as he walks in. The same kind of presenting the same way Sky is, with this like big energy. It's actually like overwhelming to have them both walk into the room at the same time because you feel their presence. You see his deep purple hair turns over so slightly pink at the ends, and he wears it in a very elaborate, as I said before, ponytail, tied back with a butterfly-shaped hairpiece. His bangs are styled particularly, covering the bases of his horns, and the longer pieces in front are curled slightly. He wears several layers of obviously expensive and showy clothes, his undershirt made of a fine whitish thin fabric and covered by a few layers of purple patterned fabrics and a gold ribbon tied around his waist. He wears long socks and ballet-style shoes, and on top of that, a patterned jacket made of silk and lined with shiny gold fabric. Scattered across his body, Salzier also wears a assortment of gold jewelry in the form of rings and bracelets and horn decorations and earrings and necklaces. Several of these pieces of jewelry are embedded with purple gems, most notably the one secured to the back of his hand with a bracelet and a ring linked together. It seems to glow faintly with this light pink and blue light. As they both walk into the room, and Kinsey, you and Salzier's eyes meet, and all this like confident air of Salzier he freezes up as he looks at you, and you see Sky lean over, whisper something in his ear, pat his shoulder, and push him forward towards the stairs. Salzier approaches you, going down the stairs, kind of at increased pace.
Shit, I was gonna meet you halfway.
No, you should meet. As he walks down the stairs, trying to like regain his confidence, as you guys like walk face to face, and he's about to open his mouth to say something, and he can't get it out, but he sighs and he fucking goes in for a hug.
Kinsey hugs him back very tightly.
I missed you so much.
I missed you too. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to be gone so long, and then I got caught up in a lot of things.
No. No, it's good to see you. He holds you tight. In a hug that will last forever.
Uh-huh.
You guys both kind of just stay there for a while. He steps down from the stairs, so it's not awkward. And after probably about like over a minute straight, he will begin to loosen his grip. I didn't listen to your advice.
You know, I noticed that, but it's okay. You didn't make a bad pick, and he like kind of looks over his shoulder at Skull.
This guy gives like this big wave, like one hand kind of holds it. Now awkwardly just like standing there looking around at everybody, not wanting to associate with any of these groups. And then approaching Droma. We have to go to your house, right? I mean, your mom's are worried sick.
What I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do, and then Trost said I had to stay here. And, I mean, I didn't realize you'd be here because I didn't think you were an apprentice.
Yeah, no, I should have clarified next time. Well, last time. Sorry.
It's fine. Should have. I didn't really send you that many messages. I didn't have time. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I imagine you're not like waiting for everybody. He like kind of looks at Shraz, who still like endlessly lost in thought, as Sky starts to walk forward. Oh, we should get out of here while he's like still, out of it. He motions with his hands. Very nice reunion though. Wonderful. Probably more people coming, so let's just he motions towards the window. As Shraz is like pacing back and forth. And Suzir like looks at Sky and like nods a little. And Sky begins to walk towards the window. the open space.
Kinsey like is gonna follow, I guess, with Salzir. He walks very much next to him.
Do not worry, Salzir is making sure that each of your steps match.
They are tripping over each other.
Thought you were gonna step with your right foot. As Droma will begin to approach the rest of the group, I'll move you guys next to Sky. If I imagine you guys just want to get out of here, we can get going. Yeah.
That would be lovely.
Let's just throw a thumbs up
Yeah.
and nods.
Right. Let's go. As Droma will begin to lead each of you towards the window.
And then he pushes us out the window.
All right, time to go.
Zeus is like,
Wait, I don't have any flying.
I just spider halfway down.
Zeus is like,
I can't
keeps looking
splat, man.
over at like any other door as they're like keep approaching the window, like
As you guys start to climb up the stairs and look out the window, Kinsey, this is a sight you've been greeted with many, many times. But it is still nice to see it. And to the rest of you, it's kind of crazy. As you look out, you see hundreds of thousands of bright lights glowing all across the city, Some districts way brighter than others. You can specifically tell which one's like the marketing district and which one's towns and whatnot. But as you like look out, you see massive buildings, spiraling towers all over the place. As you stand above all of them by at least hundreds of feet, uh, looking out, you see individual like bright lights, like glowing like fluorescent like of different colors. Uh, as you like look towards the marketing district, it's kind of like a rainbow, as like different like pinks and blues and reds and oranges and greens start to like flourish and flash off in the distance. Uh, you see like some lights start to move back and forth, like spotlights facing towards the sky. Uh, you see directly facing out to I think it's directly in front. Uh, a collection of vehicles in this like large tent outside the walls, which most of you could probably recognize as like a traveling circus, with these like glowing lights also pouring off of it. As Droma will walk up to the edge and snap his fingers, and little platforms of crystal will appear under each of your feet. Kinsey, you and Sazir are picked up one-handed by Sky. Is going to carry you guys to the house.
Is everyone else also going to the house? That wasn't super clear.
Yeah.
I assume
Okay.
so.
Just making sure.
No, they're gonna pull you opposite directions. I'm gonna make you guys fight.
Yeah.
As both sides.
Okay, wait, Kinsey has Dr. too.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah.
Oh, I totally. Everyone would have
It
reacted.
slipped my mind. Yeah.
Yes, him. Sazir's like probably like looking, trying not to like spoil the moment, but what is that?
It's my son.
Hmm. I.
You know, he's a bird. I bought an egg from
Yeah.
a trinket
Yeah.
shop in Tokane, and incubated it. Like, kept it under his hat. He like points at Wes.
West waves.
Isn't he kind of big?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He kind of gives Cell-Zero a look of like, I'll tell you later.
Nod like, yeah, all right. As both sides, to our Droma people, you guys are you feel yourselves like kind of lifted up a bit on the platforms.
Ooh.
Very.
Zeus, when we're getting on the platform, gives Droma a look like, you want me to stand on that?
You're not even gonna notice. It's gonna be totally fine.
I'm going to plummet.
Hoverboard.
Okay, it's not. It's a fair reaction. Let's go. As the platforms lift up, you are surprisingly, each of you are surprisingly like steady, standing, as if Droma has like kind of like engraved your body into the crystal itself. As you guys all float up and start moving forward, hoverboarding, yes, down, towards the town district.
Wes has a hand on his hat so it doesn't fly off.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, I just made a map on accident. Hold.
Oops.
All right.
Ikil has an undercity.
And that's where Valen is.
Working at the 7-Eleven there.
Uh-huh.
He just didn't tell you he got moved. He got moved to the night shift.
Do you think Drowls have to stay in the Undercity?
What? Oh, I forgot. I forgot he wasn't Drow.
Whoa.
I was really confused for a second. No. Actually, yeah, I'm
No.
racist.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. As you guys all see, the city of Kremlis.
Wow.
Holy shit.
New York freaking city, baby.
New York
York
City, baby.
New York.
You know,
We
when you
all-
were describing what it looked like, I tried to put myself in the shoes of 7-year-old me in Las Vegas. So
Honestly, good comparison. This place,
I
This
was
is-
like, I saw the spotlights going up. I see all the colors. I'm
Yeah.
seeing it. I'm seeing it.
Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
Las
this place is,
Vegas,
a
baby.
weird mix between like New York City's like billboards and like massive like they have like massive like floating like glowing signs, and then like Las Vegas like unconventionality.
Are we in like fantasy Times Square?
Uh,
I don't think
Not right
Kenzie's
now.
house is in Times Square.
you guys
Point where
go to some
Fantasy
point.
Times Square is. It is right here.
It's probably right there, yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
Tower.
Well, the
Square.
towers are right here. This right here, this like open space is basically Fantasy Times Square.
Whoa.
Lucy's like wipes at her glasses and is like trying to pushes them further up on her face. There's so many lights and she has an astigmatism.
Oh,
What? Why didn't you mark down where Kinsey's house is?
Yeah.
Why isn't there a little dot that says Kinsey's house?
sorry. I'll be sure to do it next time.
Yeah, next time we go to Kinsey's house.
Yeah, of course. I'll make a new
Yeah.
map just for Kinsey's house.
Put us in the Sims model.
You don't have
Uh,
Kenzie's house 3D modeled entirely to scale.
Yeah, you don't have it done in Tailspire? What?
You imagine?
Okay, all right.
Wes has never seen this many lights before.
It's gorgeous. Kinsey, you're saying you're used to it doesn't really, it isn't really it. It's just you've seen it so much, but it's still for everyone. This is like beautiful. This is probably like the coolest sight most of you have seen in your lives. Awesome.
That is pretty Xavier.
So true.
So true.
As you guys begin to land down what is clearly a housing district, these like flowing globules of light sitting within like lampposts down the street, as the sun is beginning to find its way to set. No, it's summer, so it's probably still we're in a weird place right now. The sky's probably orangey.
Oh,
yes.
good. That's gorgeous.
I thought he wore a red suit.
Isn't he white? Anyway.
And the city is attacked.
Yay!
As you guys all begin to land towards the street side, some of you may be a bit dizzy from the Droma ride. As you all land down.
Kinsey's been trying not to get caught looking at Celsius the entire time.
That's crazy because he's been looking at you the entire time.
I've been getting caught looking at Celsius.
I feel
The
like it's
vine
like
boom.
you both like one of them looks over at the other's profile, and then the other like their eyes turn, and the other one turns around like avoiding eye contact.
I'm just like imagining two competing like vine boom sound effects like that.
Yeah.
I've Sandra like looking over like the entire time, and Kinsey looking over and thinking that he's getting caught for looking, but Salzir is literally staring. As you
And
guys,
Salzir
all
finds it
land
so
down.
endearing.
Yeah. Sky and Droma kind of collect themselves and walk together. You know, we probably shouldn't be seen right now.
Why not?
Your wonderful mother has been very eager to have you home, which is very rightful and deserved. She doesn't like any of us right now.
I mean, well, I'm home now. Would that change things?
I don't want to interrupt the moment, Kinsey. Droma kind of like nods behind Sky.
They look scared.
I don't want to get out. I don't want to get chased out of your house with a frying pan today.
But it's good to have you home. You
Kinsey
can always
smiles.
call when you need.
Thank you for all the
Of
help.
course. It's good to have you back. And Drum will start to float away, and you see Sky mouth something at Sal's ear and fly up. Like point at him, mouth something, and fly up.
Can I try and perceive what he's doing?
Wait, I want to as well. I want to read. I wanna read it.
Anyone who wants to try to roll a perception check?
Oh my god, of course.
Sure, I might as well.
I bet I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be really bad. Oh my
Get
god!
him, Tiger.
It wasn't.
Ooh,
I haven't even pulled up
rolled
my dice.
onto my keyboard and I got a 2.
Oh, it's
Well,
you know, gay people
5,
just
I
know.
guess.
You know, gay people just know.
I
Not
think
Kinsey.
Wes
Kinsey's
should
not
get
gay.
it.
That's so funny.
West, you
Huh?
see Skymouth. Don't chicken out! And he flies up.
Oh my god.
Wes' smile just deepens.
And Kinsey, you see Skymouth something. You can't really pick up what it was. But you see sounds like a further shade of crimson. we should probably go inside.
And Kinsey's gonna knock on the door, I guess.
You guys are all
How are we standing? How are we standing?
This-
Kinsey, Sal's here in the front. How are
I think Kinsey should be in the very back. No.
You guys are all standing outside of 2-floor house. It's very quaint. It's not like the biggest building in the world, but it's like a dream home basically. You can look over to the side. You see a fenced off garden. It looks like. But overall, it's a nice house. As you continue knock.
I knock.
You knock on the door. Kind of sit there for a fairly long second. Before you hear footsteps on the other side of the door. And it's very, very slowly begins to creak open. You see the first thing you see is kind of a face trying to tilt out of the doorway to see who's there. Before the door swings open. And you all see wow. A woman that looks distinctively like Kinsey. Sharing the same very naturally blonde curly hair, green eyes, freckled face. She has a larger frame and seems quite short, even shorter than her son, only standing at around 5'3". Her facial features are very round and soft, worn by age and definitely by worry. She wears a pair of round glasses, which seems to be a fairly light prescription. Her hair is long enough to reach her shoulder blades and is partially tied up into a small bun over the rest of her hair. Her clothes are refined, but still comfortable and functional for her. She wears a button-up blouse with a puffy, full-length skirt, as well as some simple but well-crafted shoes. And you also see she wears her wedding band on her left hand. As Kinsey, you see your mother, Farley, who, without even saying anything, immediately falls onto a hug. Oh my god.
Hi, Mom.
Oh. Let me put the token up. Yeah. She immediately pulls you to this big hug. Try to say hi Kinsey. But kind of like immediately swelling up into tears as she
Mhm.
holds onto you. And she like pulls away a little bit and looks at your face and looks at you probably a little like scruffled up. Oh my god, are you okay?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm totally fine.
Uh, are you totally fine?
No.
Roll a deception check.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, you can't lie to your mama.
You see her face get a little like sadder. She pulls you back into a hug.
Oh.
Oh, it's so nice to see you again. We I started making dinner just a bit ago. Um oh my god. She just holds you there.
Oh.
Uh, trying to like clear her throat as like the tears begin to well.
Hmm.
Pulls away a bit. You've really changed up the appearance. It's
Yep.
it's good.
I I could probably use some help cutting my hair.
Of course, yes, of course. Um, um come in, come in. I assume these are your friends. I saw them in
Um.
the newspaper.
Yeah, they're my friends. This is Seal. This is Xerxes, and this is West. He points at everyone.
West wave.
Sure. I'll kind of curtsy a little and give a nod. A pleasure to meet you all. I'm Vardy. Miss Hazelvale, I guess if you're formal.
Seal gives like an awkward little wave.
She'll smile at you, Seal. Come in, come in. I will. I'll make more servings, I guess.
Is Elise home?
Uh, no, but she'll be back tomorrow. She has been trying to get out a bit more after everything. We've been kind of locked in. Uh, she's currently at a party in Zeli. She'll be home tomorrow though. Come in, come in, come in.
And Kinsey will walk in.
How tall is the doorway? I need to know.
Um, it's not huge, but it's not small.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Probably you might still have to like duck under it a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's like, I don't want my hat getting knocked off.
You're
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
have to like squeeze sideways or anything.
Immediately upon walking in, you guys all notice these like hardwood floors, ornamented with very plush patterned rugs. Several paintings hang on the walls, featuring different kinds of scenery, particularly leaning towards like very foresty areas. Directly in the entryway as well, there's like this very nice sitting area, just comfortable couches and armchairs, and probably a little coffee table in between them both. As she pulls you all in, and immediately like begins to like push you guys into the dining room as she like walks you all in. She'll like point out the different rooms just so you guys know. She will begin to like point out like the library and the dining room as she pulls you in, the kitchen to the side. I just give me one moment. I need to set it on. I set on the stove. And she'll kind of like grab on Kizzy's arm and pull her with her.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Not anything like super particular, but she like pulls you along, kind of like in like a not wanting you to go away type of way. And well,
Did they go in the dining room?
she would have pulled you into the kitchen as she.
Right. I'm just saying
Uh,
there's a painting in the dining room.
You're so right.
There's a painting in the dining room. Oh,
Painting.
Yeah, actually, you're so right. She pulls everyone else into the dining room at first. There is a family portrait in here. You see a portrait seemingly painted when Kinzu was about 6 years old. He
I'm
sits.
loaded up images.
You're loaded up. He sits posed in Farley's lap with Elise standing behind both of them, hands on her wife's shoulder. Elise being an elven woman, quite tall with light brown skin and this jet black hair long enough to reach past her hips, tied into this braid and pushed over her left shoulder, ornamented with a purple rose over her ear. Her eyes are a dull, nearly gray purple, heavily shadowed by her lashes. Her face has these sharp, youthful features. She has a mole on her right cheek and wears light bits of makeup, particularly dark purplish blue eyeshadow and magenta lipstick. She wears elaborate, clearly expensive clothes. Her shirt is made of a fine dark fabric with a window cut out to partially reveal her chest. She wears dark slacks and a pair of nice dress shoes as well, a necklace hanging around her neck made of silver set with a smooth dark blue gemstone that glows faintly. She has this distinctive, like, cool confidence about her, which might be a little intimidating, but to you all in like the portraits, it's nice.
I'll
As
send
I believe
images now.
our lovely friend Sage has images to send.
oh my god.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Yay!
Yay.
Remember
Oh
that thing
my
you said,
god.
Parker? Like, you've been keeping Elise's appearance a secret all this whole time, and we think she's like some non-humanoid thing, but it turns out she's just like an elf.
I actually, I was so set on thinking she was an elf for the longest time, and then I mentioned it once, and then a bunch of people were like, no, like, I don't know, like, probably like something crazy, and I was like, oh, maybe, I don't know.
A bunch of
Kinzie-
people.
My first
I'm
thought
the
was
only
Kinzie,
elf.
who
other one who
says
doesn't
she's a
know.
half elf all the
People.
time.
Literally, that's what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she is so fucking pretty. Oh my god.
Like, Sage didn't tell me that Elise was an elf. I just thought that she was for some reason with such confidence that I thought Sage had told me. So
So Salem got to see Elise.
I like DM'd them to check once because I couldn't remember exactly. I was like, Elise is an elf, right? And they're like,
Yes, but
Oh, these are such good drawings. Oh my god.
I thought she was a dragonborn because I said so really quickly, jokingly in response to being asked one time, and Sage and Salem laughed at each other for the hardest I'd ever heard them laugh at that point for like minutes, and I was sitting there like, what just happened?
she's a dragonborn.
Throwing you off.
The first time I sent a picture of her to Lenny, Lenny was like, I'm sorry, Foley, you seem lovely, but I'm stealing your wife."
I can.
Anyway.
Okay. I'm thinking about that thing that we're not going to talk about in session.
huh?
Okay.
Well,
What?
never mind.
What?
The thing that one person said. Sage.
Kinsey, you're like pulled into the the kitchen as everyone else is kind of like left in the dining room. And as she begins to like Farley begins to pull out like more ingredients than she had originally prepared. Obviously, like originally making a meal for one, begins to fully prepare a large meal. She'll like look over to you and kind of keep you to her side. Those Anamora people didn't cause you any trouble, yes?
No.
You lying?
I am lying.
Roll a deception check.
Against my
Can't lie to
mother.
your mumsy.
Oh.
Mother.
I'm gonna keep rolling deception checks against Farley and getting like under 10.
She stops cutting like the vegetables and looks over at you. Kinsey,
What
lie
did
to
they do?
me.
Repeat that.
You can't lie to me.
I mean, they were just around. I had to avoid them.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you're here. Can you fetch me those the carrots from? And she'll like point off.
Mm.
towards it.
Yeah, Kinsey is fetching her things and helping.
Yeah. You've been gone for so long. I imagine you've had quite the adventure. Yes.
I mean, I mean, I guess so.
Um, she'll kind of like look you over.
Uh-oh.
Is everything all right?
I'm fine.
Seem kind of tense.
I mean, I am, I suppose. I'm it's just a big change. I mean, I got teleported from Tokane to Heel,
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm glad you're home. I'm I'm very glad you're home.
He gives her a bright smile.
I guess I'll ask your friends the rest of the questions. She will begin to finish up the stew. I'll start making the stew in full.
Mhm.
Letting it begin to simmer, she'll step out of the room with you to sit down at the dining table, just to wait for it to be ready.
Uh-huh.
What is everyone else doing? What's what have you guys been doing in this little house?
Wes is doing that thing that you do when you go to somebody's house for the first time, where you just kind of stand around because you don't know where you're allowed to go, what you're allowed to do.
Well, there's chairs at the dining table.
Well, yeah, but Wes doesn't know if he
I
can
was
sit
gonna
down or
say.
not.
Does West
Feel
fit
it.
in the chair?
I don't know. Does Wes fit in the chair?
Steele's just,
He
like,
could probably
standing
sit on the
so
floor and
stiffly.
be like level enough to eat at the table.
Mhm.
Farley will like walk into all of you standing, and sit. You can sit. It's all right. You're fine. You're okay. You're guests.
He just like sits down at that. She was like waiting for the invitation.
Yeah. Oh, Wes
Celsius-
has taken off his hat as well.
Mhm. Cesar was already sitting down.
Uh-huh. I'm welcome here.
He's kind of like awkwardly looking at the rest of you though.
Yeah, we just have a little silent
Wait,
moment.
yeah, did you have any conversation with Celsius while you were just while
Was
Farley
it
and
us sitting
Kinsey-
there and Salzer's like, so, and then
The
you guys
weather.
walk in?
So, how did you meet Kinsey?
I met him first. He, I was like I was walking through the woods, and I saw this little boy, and he was getting attacked by by goblins.
Oh.
So I rushed in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oops.
and was that Kinsey?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. I mean, that's very exciting. um, and like look up to the to Weston's Xerxes.
think Xerxes like pulls out her journal and like flips through it a bit.
Wes
And then
is
we
like,
went to a cave because we were told that we were going to clear out like worms. And then we got there and it was like dragon type worms. Not like the dirt kind, but that's how we met them.
Wes is
Yeah.
just nodding along.
And that was your first meet. That's that's wild. I mean, it's like
Well,
a
I was with him for like months before that.
okay. uh, and you both were in. I'm just making just to clarify. Kinsey did tell us they were going to Gracemore, right?
Kinsey told Salzir he was heading to Riale through Gracemore.
Right. Okay. Awesome. And that was in Gracemore or
Uh-huh.
or Riale?
Gracemore.
Okay. I mean that's like it's like a storybook.
Yeah, I guess so. He talks so much about you, you know?
Oh, Wes is like nodding furiously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good things. I hope.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Definitely.
all good.
That's good to hear.
Wes
Um,
is trying to give Salzir a knowing look. I don't know how well Salzir can. I don't know if Salzir knows what Wes knowing looks look like.
This cow is staring at me.
Zira's also overwhelmed.
Yeah. This cow is staring at me.
He won't like say it, but like I'm pretty sure he's like gay, right?
You see him like he freezes.
Xerxes looks up from her bucket of steel and her pupils are like fully constricted.
Yeah, you think so?
See, you just outed Kinsey.
And as
I-
he says this, yeah.
Xerxes like Seal says that and Xerxes is like, it's not polite to speculate about people at the table.
And as he says this, that's when Farley and Kinsey come in. Kinsey, it's a clear scene in front of you right now. Salzir is like frozen, like looking at Seal, and as you walk in, he like quickly like turns over, gives a nod, trying to like go back to a smile. Farley will sit down at the table, at one of the head seats.
Kinsey sits down next to Salzir.
He looks at you and then like looks forward.
Everything all right? You guys getting along? Are you guys getting along?
Yeah, they're really cool. Your friends.
It's been a delightful conversation, yes, we're getting along quite well.
So it's just sitting mouth closed,
Wes is twiddling his thumbs.
looking around.
Oh fuck, Farley would probably also ask how did you guys meet. You guys could give the same relay if you'd like. But she'll like look out. And so how did you all meet? I mean, I'm glad that he had some adults watching over him. And looks to like Weston, Xerxes.
Yeah, really good adults over here.
Really good adults.
Really.
An
We were doing
alcoholic.
pretty well.
An alcoholic and a cow.
Xerxes kind of like strains her collar a bit and is like, yes, Kinsey with Seal and West came to my store after having met me the day prior and asked for my help in their travels.
Well, that's very responsible. He looks at Kinsey. And I mean, I don't wish to pressure too much, but what happened from there? I believe you all were gone for a while.
We've been looking for my missing husband, mostly.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have a name? Maybe a picture I could bring it up around town?
Wes makes a really strange face. He's kind of looking around at Kinsey and Seal. He's like, we just found out fucking crazy information. And he's like,
Kinsey gives his mom like a really awkward look of like, don't press it right now.
All right. Anything else you all were doing in your trips? Anything?
Oh, you're a little schmuffled.
Ah!
You're fine now.
Okay. Anything else you all were doing in your trips? It kind of like looks at Kinsey, kind of battered a bit.
Well, I was with him for like 8 months beforehand
Oh my
before
god.
like we
Mhm.
met them. So you know we were fine.
We were just camping in Brucemore pretty much.
That's not too bad. All right. Well, I mean, you must have learned a lot of skills out there. Yes.
So did
Yeah.
kind of had to get used to sleeping in trees instead of a bed.
I can imagine. She's like looking across the table, definitely like wanting to like bring some things up, but not knowing how, and then like looking at Kinsey like probably shouldn't bring things up right now. Uh, I should probably check on the stew. I'll be right back. She'll, as she like gets up, she'll like rub your shoulder, Kinsey, as she walks out.
Kinsey will turn to Salzier. How have things been while I've been gone, other than your new apprenticeship? And
truthfully, they haven't been super eventful. Not until after Valen left. Before that, though, it was just the coming of waves. Every now and then, one of the Enamora members or their apprentices would visit each of us, ask us questions.
they didn't bother you too much, did they?
They were never, troublesome. Just a little annoying at times. Tried to talk to my father a couple of times as well. He kind of rolls his eyes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not much has been going on over here. Sanris's play is going on soon.
I told us.
Well, does sound like something he'd do. Uh, yeah, he's been forcing me to practice with him all of his scenes. Seems Valen isn't available. But yeah, that's been about it for me. Um, you, however, have clearly changed a lot.
Kinsey looks down at himself.
Anything super exciting?
Uh, I mean, what you mean? I mean, kind of. I changed up my hair because I was trying to, I mean, everyone who's like seen me before in person probably would recognize me, but I was hoping, people who'd only seen me in passing in a newspaper or something wouldn't tip anyone off.
And I mean, it clearly worked for a while. Uh, um, it does look good though. The new outfit and everything.
Kinsey's face like turns pink a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's staring at the table.
As you're like staring at the table, he gives another like look at Seal. Then just looks back at everybody. You guys have been gone for. I mean, you've been gone for so long, and you guys were traveling together for months. I assume you guys did some cool things, right? I mean, you fought worms. So, unless it's a sensitive subject, in which I'll stop pushing.
We've been around.
Yeah.
We've mostly been traveling through Tolkien, us as a full group of 4. Not all that sure what Seal and Kinsey were up to on their travels prior, but visiting many different towns and such. Seeing the sights. There's not
Tolkien-
much in Tolkien. It's not like Ikil.
Yeah. Tolkien isn't the most exciting place. I mean, Military was pretty cool.
That's what. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, no, you go.
That's what Sky was telling me. He's apparently been around a lot, especially recently. Said something about Milite being redone in certain sections as well. At least recently. But what were you saying?
Oh, I am. Kinsey pulls out his little Milite snow globe, and also his other one. He sets them both on the table.
You have a snow globe?
Started collecting them. This was like the night I met Seal. Actually, we we were walking till we could find the town. Because I was a little lost. I wasn't as good as reading maps as I thought I was. But we found a town, and there was like we tried to go into a tavern to help because I had gotten a cut on my arm, and he like kind of like gestures at the scar that it left.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess they were like, these are 2 children in this tavern at night. I gotta call the constable, and so they called the constable, and the constable was talking to us, and I didn't really care, but he had a snow globe on his shelf, and I stole it.
Oh. That's a worthy
hearing this.
prize.
It was like really impressive.
Yeah, I can tell. It's Farley hearing this is a very funny question.
He did say it quite loud.
He's getting
Stole
excited.
it.
I stole it from his office.
Because a lot of
I
people
got-
in Graysmall aren't really used to magic, so they weren't really like looking out for a mage hunt, And I don't know when I started doing this, but I came up with this like funny prank idea, I guess, and I started
Yeah.
putting fish in people's pockets.
Huh? And you just that's he's like tilting his head at you. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
No, no, I wouldn't.
Right? Right?
Is he lying?
I don't think so.
Kinsey
He's just
picks up his snow globe with Mage Hand, like shakes it.
This
oh,
invisible mage hand.
It's invisible.
and that's you? That's he's like looking around at it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's,
I
yeah.
I kind of like took a break from like practicing all the magic stuff for a little while and Gracemore, but once we like went back to Kane, I started like figuring stuff out again, and I guess like the break, I don't know, I started just doing a bunch of stuff rapid fire, and I figured out how to make it invisible.
Yeah, no, I mean that's incredible, Kinsey. You're really talented. He's like looking like back and forth from you and like the
Mhm.
snow globe.
He's like, oh, and I can also do this with it, and he shoves himself 5 feet away in his chair.
The
Can he
chair
push
makes
himself in the chair? Or
yeah, you want to push yourself in the chair?
yeah.
The chair makes like a as it scratches across the floor. And immediately you hear like the footsteps from the kitchen. Starts to move. And you see like Farley tilts her head into like the room and look at everything. Then look at the floor, which you've like kind of like scratched into with the chair. Kinsey.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do
Uh,
that. I didn't think it.
No, it's all right.
Kinsey stands up and he puts the chair back regularly, like picks it up instead of dragging it across.
Food's almost done. Don't scratch the floor anymore. She steps away again. Yeah. You guys can continue to chat if you'd like. Eventually, Farley will bring out the full like stew. Bring out a set of bowls for everybody.
Kinsey's
Sit them out.
favorite.
Yes. Sit them all out in front of everybody and start to spoon it into the bowls. It smells like home, Kinsey. Nothing in the
Oh.
world smells more like home than this stew. And you all can eat. As she like sits down, though, Farley will like look at you, Kinsey, and give you kind of like a very parental look. So you stole some snow globes?
Kinsey looks back over at her. It's very like the white. Hold on. Just like kind of a side look of, oh, I didn't realize you heard that.
She'll sigh and just look towards the food. And you all can eat. It's a very good stew.
Very good stew.
Yeah. Wes is trying his best to like be really proper while eating. The spoons are kind of small.
Getting like little bits every time. It's like, oh, it's like a snack. It's like...
Yeah.
Seal is more like awkward than ever right now.
He's like, I'm in a fancy dining room right now. I have never been more out of place.
Xerxes is so in her element right now. She was like waiting for Kinsey's parents, like his moms, to start eating before even like thinking to touch the spoon, and she just keeps looking over at like Seal and West, and like is trying not to look because looking at other people is rude. You should focus on the food, but keeps like sneaking glances at them and is like kind of getting like stressed out whenever
Getting
they
heaved.
getting like
Seal and West are just stressed because they're in like a kind of a
Yeah.
fancy environment. And Xerxes is stressed because other people are stressed.
she's like looking at them and is like noticing the
stressed.
littlest mistakes of like you should not be blowing on your spoon that much. You like someone slurps something for a sec instead of like sipping it, and she like you see her like tighten her grasp on the spoon so
Her ear like twitches.
yeah, her literally her ear twitches. Her like she looks down at the food and her pupils are like normal, and then she looks over as something is happening and they're so constricted. Like she
Hey, can we put ourselves on the map where we think we're sitting on the at the dining table? 'Cause
That's fun.
How's
I've been
the table
imagining a
set up?
certain.
Well, I'm
way.
already where I think I am.
Yeah. Okay. So where do you
This is-
think Farley? Farley's at the head. You said
Yeah,
one of the
I
heads
think-
of the table.
I think this is good. I think these
Mhm.
three are solid.
Where?
Alrighty.
What's this table? What?
Well, it's like right here, right?
Here? Okay.
Yeah. This is. If
Perfect.
Sealed wants to sit there, this is exactly
don't-
how I was imagining it. Where's their
Our
sauce?
socks is in Xerxes' bag.
Okay.
He's not here.
Not here.
Alright. Yeah, you guys have a very nice meal.
Good soup.
Of which, when you all are finished with your food, Farley will begin to pick up all the bowls and start to carry them towards the kitchen.
He's gonna go help his mom with dishes.
Yes. She like pulls up like the hot water and you guys wash the dishes.
No way.
Oh my god. You notice like very easily, Kinsey, that like your mom keeps like sneaking like this, like keeps sneaking like smiles towards you. Just very happy to have you there. You wash the dishes and walk back into the dining room. Actually, give me 1 second. Oh, hold.
No way.
Hold.
I'm holding.
No. I'm dropping.
We don't really have a large guest room of any sort. So I'm not entirely sure where everyone's going to be sleeping. You can find place at the different couches and chairs around the hallways and the entryways. I'm also willing. I can pay out of pocket for a tavern. For each of you, there's a nice like hotel around the corner of here. Whatever you all would prefer.
Is she talking to us?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think
He's
it
talking to Kinsey
is-
too. He doesn't have a room.
Turn Kinsey's room into an office. I don't think it is at all necessary for you to pay for anything to cover our fees for a place to stay for the night. You've already done more than enough.
I can just be outside.
she looks like very like normal, like gives like a nod to Xerxes' statement, kind of like a thankful nod, and Seal like goes, just stay outside. It's like, I'd very much prefer if you didn't.
I will buy him a room. Don't worry. I will not let him sleep outside.
Uh, um. Uh. I'd rather be outside.
All right. Uh, she'll look to you, Xerxes, and just look at everyone. Well, if if you need any help finding sleeping arrangements, I can help as much as I can. I will help as much as I can. Um, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I assume I'll see you all as well in the morning. Um,
Hey,
right.
pleasure is mine. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home, for your hospitality on such short notice, especially when I imagine you weren't expecting it and you want nothing more than to be with your son right now. Thank you so much.
It's all right. I'm very appreciative that you all could help bring him towards me. She'll give you all a nod and just kind of stick towards Kinsey.
Kinsey looks at Salzir and he's like, are you gonna sleep over tonight?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course it's fine.
Yeah, sure. Cool. uh,
Never mind. Actually, never mind.
yeah.
Never mind.
What's everybody doing?
If they're all like done with dinner and stuff and like everything's cleared up, I think Xerxes would just like stand up, push her chair in, and kind of like wait for the others to finish so they can get going.
All right. Westfield?
I guess Seal's gonna go to their yard or something. I don't know. Where
There's a garden.
There's a garden.
garden.
There's a garden. You should go check out the garden. I wrote a description for it.
They did write a description for this garden.
I guess I'll peek at the garden.
Okay. Wes, what are you up to?
Wes could also go garden mode. Uh-oh, is
Garden
Parker coming?
mode.
Parker's muted but wants to see the garden.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if Seal's gonna like sleep there because it.
You mess something up in the garden, it's over. All that goodwill gone.
I think like Xerxes walks out with everyone and starts to like head down the path to the street and like sees them go towards the garden and it's like does a bit of a like double take like, where are you going? Where are you going?
Nothing. Never mind.
There's a back door
Oh,
exit to the
Xerxes.
garden. You don't have to go out front.
Either way, even if you don't go to stay in the garden, you can peek around as you're heading out. And you see that the back garden is split quite distinctively in half. The left half has an assortment of plants, all labeled with little sticks. There are many edible plants growing, such as tomatoes, root vegetables, and berries, as well as flower bushes, specifically picked to attract pollinator insects. On the right half of the garden, it seems. I hadn't read this yet. It seems Kinsey has traumatized even the grass to the point it refuses to even grow in certain places anymore, particularly around a few fish shaped targets where the ground is especially scorched. The targets themselves, though identifiably fish shaped, are also charred black. Two scorched tree stumps in the back of the right half of the garden also indicate why there's no fruit trees growing there. Uh, you could have just put a big sign there and just said Kinsey was there, and
Kinsey was
you'd
here.
know.
Evidence of a little lad.
Yeah. You can peek at that before Susie attempts to pull you away.
I mean, if Seal went out the back door, she just would have like waited at the front for
Okay.
him. But if you like went through the front, she would have been like,
Mhm.
Okay.
We see the garden.
Yeah. All right. And you guys, where are you guys heading off to? Just heading off to the hotel that was mentioned around the corner.
yeah, Xerxes is like kind of walking ahead of them, keeping her eye out for the hotel.
It comes very quick. Just the Kremlis Inn that you all begin to approach towards it. It's a couple floors, probably 3 to 4 floors of rooms. You guys walk in, you're greeted very quickly by a human woman who gives you a nod. um, just for your guys' reference, it is 5 gold a night per room. Yeah.
I think Seal like literally is gonna go find somewhere outside to
For
sleep.
sure.
I
Yeah, you
think
can do
like
that.
once they're away from the house, Xerxes like is like whatever, I can't stop him. That boy just can't sleep in their yard.
Right. Seal, where are you heading? Where are you just looking for a good tree?
I guess so.
All right.
What is the
I'm not gonna
favorite
make you
crumb
roll for
list?
this. Yeah. There's a few trees decorated, at least in this area, and district of the city. The housing area seems a bit more forgiving to the plant life. Um, yeah, and you could find a tree. You can find a tree near Kinsey's house. You can set up in. So easy. And Xerxes and West, I assume you both get your own room. You could sleep in the same room if you'd like.
Yeah, Xerxes buys the both of them their own rooms.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you all set up for the night. Well, you get your rooms to set up for the night.
What are the rooms like?
This is a 5 gold room, huh? It's fairly bigger than most of the other rooms you've had before. It has its own like separate little bathroom. The desk is very large, made of like very good material. You see, kind of like pulling open the drawers. There's a free journal. It's one of the bad ones, kind of bad paper, and very small, but it's a journal. It's a free journal. And there's also a free pen, as well, pen and ink.
Mhm.
The bed is very large. Wes actually able to support you very well comparative to pretty much every other bed you've had in recent months. And it's very comfortable. It's a very comfortable room. It's all designed in a very particular way. It's nice, aesthetically pleasing.
I think Xerxes like leaves the journal but does take like the pen and the ink
Mhm.
and like unpacks all her things.
Awesome.
Have they been to like any taverns or anything like with a non-communal bathroom or anything like that before?
I don't believe you have.
Yeah, Xerxes immediately goes and like washes her like she gets clean.
Awesome.
Wes
It's
is very interested and is looking around the room.
yeah, it's all like really really well, really nice, very well taken care of. Um, this is probably the nicest city either of you have ever been in this. Yeah, this is. Have either of you been to Okradania?
Nope.
I mentioned Xerxes might have. Well, either way, both very nice cities. But Kremlis, Kremlis is great. Probably the best one. uh, yeah. Anything else you guys would like to do before we zoom in on the Kinsey show?
No, I think Xerxes doing her usual stuff. Nothing interesting.
Okay. All right.
Just laying in bed thinking about Aether. He's gotta work through everything right now.
Yeah. Well, Kinsey.
Hi.
You and Tazir go upstairs in your house
In my house.
and start to head towards your room.
Yep.
Oh, Kinsey, you haven't been here in a while. I wonder what's going on in there.
Uh-huh.
Uh, kind of take a deep breath. Open the door. It is much cleaner than you left it. Whereas your bed was completely unmade before, it is perfectly together. You can imagine Farley went in here and fixed it up.
Mhm.
Your laundry basket is entirely empty. You can assume all your clothes are left in your drawers, organized by place by place by place.
Mhm.
The invitation letter is the ripped up pieces are gone, and otherwise it's just very very nice and organized. Uh, it's nice. It's very nice.
Mhm.
uh, you do have just a little note left on your cabinet that you didn't leave there before.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go look at it.
Caesar kind of like trails behind you.
I do have Flex with me. I keep forgetting.
Oh my god!
Probably-
Oh
We
no!
didn't say- I assume Farley had a reaction.
Absolutely, God.
It's your grandson.
It's- oh, oh, good. We do need to make a token.
Yeah, I'll draw him before next session.
It's so sad to draw him because he's gonna grow so much bigger soon.
Uh-huh.
That's okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll find one. Who knows?
Who knows? It is a very short note. It just says, and this seems to be written a very long time ago. It seems to be left there a while back. It just says, "I'm very happy to have you back home, Farley and Elise."
Oh.
And then some notes about where everything they put is,
Mhm.
just so you know that they didn't like mess up any of your stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Salzar will sit in your bed.
Kinsey sets Flex on the floor and lets him run around and poke at whatever he wants.
He's overjoyed. He feels like this whole room is his.
It is.
As he kind of like jumps around. I. How old is he?
He was born May 17th.
Oh my
So
god.
oh right, I was gonna tell you later. He's a baby rock.
Hmm? A what?
A rock. It's a really like big bird, like
Oh, I got that much.
like a 200-foot wingspan as an adult.
Huh? Okay. I'm sorry to say this. I don't know how long he's gonna fit in your room.
Yeah, me neither. Uh, I mean, I've got time to figure things out.
Mhm.
Um, he eats quite a lot. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I can imagine he's a growing boy. And he's a doctor.
Right, he's Dr. Flex. Dr. E. Flex Jr., I believe is his full name. I suppose I should add in your initials as well at this point. His name is like everyone's initials
Oh,
put together.
okay. And the F is.
Is Frank, and Kinsey pulls Frank off of his hat.
Oh
Holds
my
him
god.
up.
You have a big guy and a little guy.
Yep. I found Frank like I think like a week after I left. Actually, he's been with me like the whole time.
That's I'm glad you had a friend. Doing your way. He kind of holds out his finger and you watch Frank hop over to it.
Oh,
You know, they say crickets are a good show of character.
do they?
Sure, someone has. And he kind of just like looks Frank in the eyes. He starts to motion him back and he lands on your shoulder, Kinsey.
Oh. I got a bunch of stuff. Kinsey he's stands back up and he's gonna start like just trying to unpack some stuff. Putting like books on shelves. I got you some things. I got everyone some birthday presents because I missed them. But
Yeah.
Kinsey, he has to like kind of, or no, he organized it. So he passes Salzir his little like packet. This does not have the ring in it. This just has pressed flowers and rose petal perfume in it.
And this is like it's like a package, so
Yeah.
he opens it up. Um. Thank you so much. This is so nice.
And Zissy's the woman I was traveling with. She's she's like she knows how to make jewelry, so I had to make something for you. And Kinsey hands him the box.
Jewelry. I mean, that's very kind. He's like admiring the box, and he opens it up. And sees the ring. You watch him like freeze again. I do. Shakes his head. Thank you so much. That's very kind of both of you and Susie's.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, she made this for me, and I asked if she could like make jewelry like it. Because like holds up the little like light object thing.
Wow. So it glows then.
Mhm.
Oh, that's thank you. It's a really thoughtful gift. Just wait though. I've been kind of holding off, but I think you're gonna love your gift. Your birthday's coming
Kizzy's.
soon.
Mhm. I was hoping to be back, on it, but put it before also works,
Yeah, it gives people time to prepare. I think.
Uh-huh.
Um, but thank you. And he kind of like holds like the box close to his chest.
Oh.
I guess I should wear it now. Sit back up.
And it
uh,
fits perfectly.
yes. Pulls it out, puts it on his one of his free fingers.
Mhm.
Um, Kinsey,
Hmm?
how do you know my size? He's like putting it on and
Um,
looking at it.
we were going shopping together once, remember? And you got a ring, and you like said your size to the merchant. And I just remembered, like, kind of made a mental note of it.
Like 2 years ago.
Kinsey shrugs.
uh, I thank you. Um, I'm very thoughtful.
Kinsey's still like unpacking stuff.
There are gears starting in Chuzer's head.
Uh, Kinsey has an assortment of strange items in his bag. Also,
Yeah.
it's okay.
What's
He's
a
got the 2 snow globes, which he's already put on display. He's got a dragon scale. He's got those weird maps. He's got basics of primordial. Uh, he has folklore of Tocane and a monster manual. A twig, a small jar of ash. Um, books about the planes of existence written in primordial. Shrosk's book. I don't think he takes that up. There's also like the 2 packages for Fang and Semris and Valen. 3 packages, bad.
Mhm.
The ugly face statue.
You're like pulling things out and he's like following, and you pull up the statue. Oh my god. I mean, that guy.
Ugly, right? I got this
It's
from the
so
same like
unfortunate.
trinket shop in Tocane that sold me the egg that he came out of. He points at Flex.
So
She
then
gave
you'll.
this one to me for free.
Oh. uh, yeah, I mean, I can. Not to be rude to the guy, but he's ugly. uh,
He's got 2 vials of molten metal from the abyss,
oh, they glow. They're like.
and they glow.
Where did you? What is that? He kind of like reaches towards one of the vials.
Don't like open it and touch it, but
Mhm.
uh, there's a temple to Lorraine in Elbavale. I found. Yeah, they gave me these.
They, the Temple of Lorraine gave you these?
They just had them. From something, I guess.
Roll a deception check.
'Cause he's
Let's
so good at
go.
lying. So good at lying.
Oh.
I
You got
don't
the
want him to
Whoa!
succeed a single deception check this session.
Yeah. And they just gave it to you for free because you're really cool and
I'm getting a feeling you don't believe me.
he shakes his head.
You think I'm really cool?
This gives you say that.
No. He knows Celsior thinks he's cool.
Mhm.
Celsior says it all the time.
All the
Um,
time.
If I tell you something, will you not tell anyone else?
Yeah, of course. All the time.
Um, in the basement of that temple, there was probably haven't heard of this, but an Elenko sister, and she plane shifted us to the abyss.
Uh, the like the what, like 600 layered.
Gives you nods.
That's so scary. I
Gives you nods.
just started learning about that from Sky. Oh my god. Uh, I'm glad you're okay. And you got a cool trinket? He holds up the vial.
Yeah, it's cool. It's helpful. It's you like take the cap off, it can warm a whole room. So it's kind of like a common thing in Ikeel, but not really anywhere else apparently.
Mhm. It's like the hand warmers. All right. That's a big story.
I didn't really want to tell Farley because I thought she might freak out.
He nods. If I'm being honest, I still haven't told her that I joined the apprentices.
Oh, who have you told?
Senris,
I'm just curious.
Fang.
Fenris? Fang?
That's it.
His dad does not know. When did you like join? It sounded like it was pretty recent. I mean,
It was like the a couple days after you told me not to.
mm.
He just Sky came back. He was like, I have a great new idea. And I mean, from there it was just I don't know, why not? Chance to get out and
Mhm.
meet people, I guess. And I mean, Sky is
Fun to
Sky.
be around. Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, all the meetings that we've had have been pretty much what I thought they would be. We've, gone shopping, and then we've gone shopping, uh, and then he taught me a spell,
Oh,
and then we went shopping.
what
Uh,
spell was it?
oh, it's one of his weird ones. I can't really do it. I don't do a lot of the the singing stuff, but um,
Mhm.
it's so much easier when you show me spells. I don't really have a book. um, like things. I'll show it to you in a soon. Soon?
All right, that works for me.
All right. It's like one of his like one of the ones he doesn't really do a lot, like in front of
Mhm.
people.
That's fun.
Yeah, he told me he hasn't really uh put it to work since uh since the war. uh so first in 100 years. uh, yeah. Um uh Salzar like blinks his eyes and shakes his head. I totally just lost my train of thought. Um the apprenticeship has been great though. I was hoping to meet more of, everybody, but this guy's been pretty adamant about not really talking to a lot of the other people.
Hmm.
Uh, I've met with Droma a lot though. He seemed all right.
Yeah, Drumma's nice. In a bit of trouble right now.
Yeah, I also saw that. It's they're having like a full like court case.
Uh, I, I didn't really hear much about that. What's going on?
Well, for now it was a hold off until they found you, but uh, once all the rest of the members are together, they're going to decide on a final verdict. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, in a lot of their eyes, they basically committed treason. So I don't know. I don't really have a good idea on how that might go.
Uh,
It should be fine though. Droma seems confident. As
Is
confident
Levine
as he is. Hmm?
is Levine not in any trouble? She was also in the picture, I thought.
Uh, that's the thing. Lei is in a weird position, I guess. She's currently. You think like he should say something? I can't. I didn't say this. She is doing work for the Emperor. Uh, um, I'm pretty sure she's at the party, patrolling. The same one that your mom is at. Uh,
Okay. Um,
appar- apparently, the Emperor and a lot of other big associates are going to be there. Um, at least that's what Sky said.
mhm.
Um, that's all I really have, though.
Makes more sense. Um,
Um, I'm sure everything's all right, though. Levay's like in a political immunity type of place right now.
yeah, yeah. Um, he's still pulling stuff out of his bag. The vampire romance novels. Oop, I snapped my pen.
The vampire romance novels,
Yeah, he's gonna just try and kind of tuck them away on his bookshelf and not say anything about them.
but not like super like quietly try to pull them
Yeah,
out.
he's not like trying to hide them. He's just trying to be very nonchalant about it. Like there's nothing special about these books. Like they're like every other book that I've been putting on my shelves.
As you like pull the first one out, you feel eyes on the back of your head. Okay.
Huh?
No, nothing. Nothing. You pull the next one out. He looks to the side. You like see out of the corner of your eye, he entirely like collapses over, like looks over.
Um, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. He sits back up very, very cleanly. And then you pull the last one out. He's like wide eyes staring at you, and you see it out of the corner of your eye.
Is
Kinsey.
something wrong? What?
What are these books?
I found them in Abbeville. It was Abbeville, right? He's not lying about where he found
Yeah,
them.
he's still like wide eyed staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what I'm curious about. Never mind. I've read them.
Oh. They're both like staring at each other. Did 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 you like them?
He goes like straight crimson. Yeah, they were all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Mm,
He's gonna put more stuff away. He's got a fork puppet.
So we'll give like a glance at that one, but not.
Mhm. Oh, I guess one of these wouldn't be bundled up. He pulls out a shirt that says "I hate the guy next to me."
Valen?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
him one, and this one's mine.
That's good. That's good.
Is Thank doing all right? I know he and Valen were kind of close friends.
We see him kind of like look off for a bit and then look back. Fang is doing his best. I mean, obviously there are some. They were really close. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't really. He hasn't really wanted to talk about it much. But we had a heart to heart about everything a couple weeks ago.
That's nice.
Yeah. He's not handling it all super well, but me and Senris have been trying to stay with him a lot, as much as we can. I mean, everyone's been so busy recently.
Mm-hmm. I really have no idea how busy I'll be. I haven't really a clue what the Animora are expecting of me.
I imagine they're probably gonna pull you in and question about all the things you've done.
Yep.
I might be there.
that did not reassure him.
Or I could go.
Fine, it's all right.
I could tell Sky I'm sick.
Yeah, you could do that.
Is it bad? Never mind. Yeah, I'll send him a message right now. And he kind of motions with his hand, and you see like this glittering like gold like flick out from his fingertips. Sky, I'm not feeling well. I won't be in tomorrow. He waits. And you see him go like red a bit and he shakes his head.
Guys, like, you know Kinsey isn't gonna be like, you're not gonna get the day to yourself with
he shakes his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I am sick. Deathly ill. Anything else weird in your bag?
Kinsey pulls out his perfume, the New Books one.
Whoa.
He has his Arcanist scribing wand, which is pretty cool.
Whoa, that one is cool. He definitely like looks at that one as it like trails through the air like the black ink falling behind it. That's where did you get that? What does it do?
It's pretty cool. It let me pull it up. Hold on.
What item was just pulled out?
The Arcanist scribing wand.
Ooh.
It helps when you're like copying spells down into a spell book. It like, you know, makes it a lot more efficient. And you can like cast spells through it. You can I can do comprehend languages and illusory script and cloud script.
That's really cool. Wait, so you can write in the sky?
Yeah, up to can do like 10 words, I think. I could do something right now. Because he's like looking out his window.
What should we say? he scoots up towards the window.
My gods, I don't know. It's 10 words. That's a lot of.
Should we like min-max it, or should we like should we try to, I don't know. It tells me like puts up his hands and like thinking. Kinsey's back, baby. He's like looking up at his hand still. He feels your eyes. He looks over. No.
You know, I was kind of tempted to like write in the sky on my way out of Meriden. Like, Kinsey was here, but then Ephira kind of like teleported me a little too fast for that.
So we could do Kinsey is here. Kinsey and Sally is here.
Yeah, all right. Kinsey and Sally are here in this.
All right. 10 words of
That'll be one. There's like what, 7?
yeah.
Okay.
As the clouds start to form into the words, Kinsey and Sally are here. You watch like it start to, like, oh, is there an exclamation point?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. As it like starts to float through the sky. I like to imagine like Zero Season West if you guys are like awake.
Looking out your window. Zero Season's having like a smoke break out of her window, like with her pipe, and she looks up.
West is checking the moon. What? What?
Theo is just in a tree somewhere, right?
Yeah.
she's smoking from like the pipe of smoke monsters, so a little dragon encircles it in the sky, and she's just like staring.
That's so funny. I think that was the best use.
Yeah, I agree. I could probably read. I mean, I started learning Primordial, so I could read some books I found. And now I have this. But I mean, knowing another language is always a plus.
Yeah, for sure. I can imagine that that's probably helped you a lot. A lot of those books that you were putting down are in the same language.
Yeah, most of them.
Where did you get all of them?
Where? Okay. I found most of them in that cave I met Susie's and Est at.
Mm-hmm. They were just in there with the dragons. Sorry,
Yeah,
worms.
there were a couple things in there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really remember.
He's like thinking of it. Decides not to press further.
Mm-hmm.
Books about the planes, though. That's cool.
I mean, yeah, I haven't read them yet, but hopefully they're good.
Yeah, when you can, I imagine it's gonna be a really tight read.
Uh-huh.
um,
I've got a bag of sundrops. I've got a bag of sundrops
you're,
that
like,
I'm putting
looking over.
away. Yeah,
And those are
sundrops.
oh, they're like the
Yeah.
toys. Yeah.
Mhm.
They look bigger though.
Yeah, they are pretty big.
I imagine they're more adventure oriented.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't set them off in the house.
No. Farley's been really working on keeping things clean. Not that I would ever make a mess in here on purpose.
gives him like a side eye.
No, it's fine. I just got so comfortable in here. he leads into whisper, like quieter than he's ever been, like quieter than like revealing like secret government information.
Uh-huh.
I ate stew in your room. He leans back. He like goes back.
You can see like it's the look of like, oh my god, that's so like that's not allowed. Not in like a not in like an angry way, of course. Just like, oh my god, you would be so much trouble.
But we don't have to talk about that.
I've got this, and Kinsey pulls out his bracelet and he puts it on.
Oh.
And his hand sets on fire. I'm fine, don't worry. It's just like you can like here. He holds out his hand.
He like whistles a little, like yeah, all right, let's try. Puts his hand in the flaming one.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like grabs. Yeah, no, it's just your hand. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts to like pull his hand out of yours. Yeah, that's that was also at magic maybe shop.
Mhm. I bought a bunch of stuff, honestly. It was just lots of like little things everywhere. Oh, and found this actually, this the cloak I'm wearing. Kinsey like first of all he billows it
Whoa!
for the first time ever.
Whoa! Oh my! You're like a hero, like one of those He's like admiring how you're standing.
Uh-huh. Like from
I-
the books we both love.
One of the books we both love. You're like a vampire. Yeah, that's. We didn't spend too much on that, but it's fun.
Well, I kind of did spend a bit on it, but it's
Oh.
also like it's a little more special than like some of the other like capes of billowing. Because look, I thought you would think this was really cool, and he like starts like making it change color.
What? He's like looking around you now, like walking around you.
Uh-huh.
Can you do like patterns or?
Yeah, Kinsey starts doing patterns.
He's like grabbing onto it, like playing around with it.
Yeah, Kinsey like fully takes it off and passes it to
He puts it on.
him.
He makes it like purple with like gold outlines.
Yeah.
Oh my god. If I'm being honest, Kinsey, this is the coolest thing in the world.
I thought you would like it. You can keep it if you'd like. I just kind of was using it.
I would hate to take it. It's really cool. You spent money on it too. And you start to like take it off. I'm sorry.
You can borrow it if you want, ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. He gives it to you.
Mhm.
Anything else?
I don't have anything else in my bag. I got my ears pierced.
Oh, I didn't even notice. He like starts like crawl up next to you and like look into your ears, look at your ears. This
Mhm.
is. I mean, I'm surprised Farley didn't notice.
I'm also a bit surprised. I think,
Any day now, I can start giving you. You can start borrowing some of mine, if you'd like, of course. Is that weird?
I don't think so. Is it?
Uh, we can just say it's not.
I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter if neither of us think it's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Parker.
I was typing this, but we will break soon.
Mhm.
Once the guys fall asleep.
Yeah, once the guys fall asleep.
This is really nice.
It's really nice to just talk to you again. Because I mean, I learned sending so I could talk to you, but it's only 25 words
Yeah.
at a time. It's not really an actual conversation, you know.
Yeah, it's different to just see you face to face again, and just sit down in your room and talk.
Mm-hmm. Kinsey sits on his bed.
Celsius been sitting down, just looking at you. I mean, we've both been fairly busy.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we get a lot more moments like these.
Kinsey smiles at him.
He goes through things in his head for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Shakes his head. Well, we should probably head to sleep, right?
Yeah. I'm quite tired. It's a bit of a time difference between like 2 hours ahead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been with Sky all day. He's kind of a lot, so I get it.
Right.
Yeah. He'll lay down on your bed.
Yep, and Kinsey will lay down next to him, but like kind of far away.
Good night, Kinsey.
Good night.
Thank you. And he'll go to sleep.
Eepy sleepy.
All right. As you guys all both fade off to rest, we're gonna take a 15-minute break, perhaps. That's cool with everybody.
Yeah, I'm good with a
That's
break
not
right
cool with
now. That's not cool with me.
Should we wait
Um,
3 minutes so that
Yeah.
it's exactly?
Maybe we just take
I
an
was
18-minute break instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, why don't we take a break before we take a break?
I was
We'll
gonna
do-
say I want to do a sending message before everyone falls asleep for the night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. To Baxter with the sending stuff.
Ooh.
So I guess she finishes she was probably gonna stay out there smoking for a longer while, and then saw the message, and was like, okay, I need to finish this up. I need to. I can't look at this shit anymore, and would head back inside. Maybe putting on the scary music. And would just sit down and take out our sending stone. Not even a stone, it's a little apparatus, sending apparatus. And thinks for a while of what to say before speaking into it.
You're a little bit muffled.
You're a little bit muffled.
Can you hear me?
You're better. You're better. You're better.
I'm better. Is it fine?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. Um. Are you safe? What shall I do? Follow you or stay put? I can no longer pursue Aether. I'm stationary for now. Our letters secure. I can also type that down for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec.
Oh man. Okay. I am safe. Don't worry too much about doing anything. There's nowhere to send a letter to. Not right now. I will keep you updated.
Xerxes like wrote that all down in her journal. And yeah, she's done for the night then. And it's exactly 11 p.m.
Sure. Everyone take your breaks. Go.
Actually, it's 01 for me.
Oh,
Fuck
Twelve
you.
yeah.
to one.
Yeah.
Go off and take your breaks. We'll
I'm s-
reconvene at 11:16.
I'm stopping the recording. Get out of here.
Get out of here.